Well, 204th was selected due to our long history of training. We have extensive history of training both foreign military forces and our own Air Force and Army forces, and our long history of deploying. We have the experience which we can impart onto airmen, their pre-deployment training. We have recent returnees from theater, recent experience. We've trained approximately 3,000 airmen over the last 2 years, both in the ILO forces and in heavy weapons. So a long history of training, and of course that was carried over. Guard Bureau recognized that, selected us both to our location due to the unique environment here, which is so much like in theater. So we have almost 200 airmen comprised from 7 states, 7 different security forces squadrons, and they were compiled into one squadron, one large squadron, which will be deploying in theater and providing security to one of our air bases. Well, we're using the basic program instruction and the lesson plans from the Air Force. But what we're doing here, because of our unique capabilities and some of the assets that we have here, we're building on that. So what we're doing is taking the basic lesson plan, what is a mandatory requirement from the Air Force for pre-deployment, and we're going a little beyond that. So, for example, weapons training. We're going beyond familiarization fire. We're going into reaction drills, battle drills, transition from rifle to handgun, the things that our ranges allow us to do here. The other advantage we have to that is a number of these airmen are from states that have limited range capability. Whether they're from the East Coast or whether they're from urban areas, they have a very limited capability of doing anything other than qualified handling. So for a lot of them, this will be their first opportunity to really do some close combat drills, both pre-live fire, live fire, all the way through the deployment itself. There are 3 base camps here at Fort Bliss. We're at one of them, Doñana Base Camp. It's self-contained in the sense that the barracks are here, the dining facility is here, and the ranges are here. We can do everything here from 9mm to heavy weapons. Anything that we need to do as far as qualifying people, letting them shoot, and so on, can all be done right here. Most of it within walking distance. We go with the philosophy of crawl, walk, run. So we consider a short block of instruction, maybe a PowerPoint kind of review for some people. Most of what they've had in tech school or they've had at some point, but it may have been a number of years since they've done it. So we'll go through a brief classroom portion, most of which is conducted right out here in one of the buildings. Immediately go into a slow walk through it, get used to working with your team, all the way through either culminating in live fire or culminating in the exercise itself out, putting everything together that they've learned.
I think what we're going to find after we've trained these folks is this is the best training they'll ever have, and they're going to want to come back more often. What it means for the Air National Guard is we're going to be able to set up a permanent training facility here to train security forces, organizations, and units before they go over for the warfight and on AF deployment.
I've probably never seen a training event end quite like this one, with the students praising the cadre as much as they did. It's obvious that these men and women thought they got good training that prepared them for their mission ahead, and they appreciated the efforts put forth by the instructors. The support here, the training environment in here has always been outstanding. I'm really impressed with the facilities. They're really upgraded since the last time I was here, and I think it's going to be better and better as a training hub in the future.
Our job at the Guard Bureau is the organizing, training, and equipment of these individuals prior to deployment so that they can meet the wartime tasking. And I think we've accomplished that here. I think what I saw out there and what I've heard is we've accomplished our mission at the Guard Bureau for them to go do the Air Force mission and then the mission of our nation.
It's all hands-on. It's not something somebody read in a book and then they're training us. They've done it, so it's outstanding training.
So the concept of bringing large units throughout the United States, Air National Guard units together, I think is only a win. It's a different concept than we're used to. The more time you get to spend with a group, the better you're going to be as an operational force downrange.
You can do a lot of things within the training arena but you can't replicate the terrain and you know, the ranges and things that they have out here.
They're passionate about what they do. They take it seriously because they want to see us safe, they want to see the mission carry through, and they want to see us come back. And so getting their training that they're providing us is invaluable.
Their input and their experience brings a much more realistic element to the training. And their passion really helps with the troops' motivation. They see that it's serious, they see that it's important, they see that what they learn here could save their lives.
I want to thank the 204th for the outstanding training, the El Paso-based unit here, our sister unit from El Paso. They've done a fantastic job. They are very knowledgeable, they're very experienced, they have a lot of experience in Iraq and Afghanistan, invaluable experience that a lot of these young guardsmen have never had before. So they're an invaluable cadre for us in providing us those skills. For the old guys, it's to brush up on the skills again. For the new kids, it's just brushing up on the things that they're learned in tech school and all the tricks of the trade to make us better defenders when we're downrange.